Hey guys, what's going on? It is Monster Shark Gaming here, and welcome back to the channel. Now, tonight is the Royal Rumble. I'm actually recording this while the pre-show is on. I've been busy all morning and afternoon. I wanted to stream as well as put up this video today, but it doesn't seem like I'm going to be able to stream tonight. I'm going over a buddy's house, and we're going to hang out and watch the Royal Rumble and all that stuff. Me, him, his girlfriend, and then one of my other buddies coming over. So, before all that goes down tonight, I wanted to go ahead and upload a video of all my predictions and things that I know from my buddy who really pays attention to, you know, like Dave Meltzer and all the podcasts and stuff and all the leaked information and everything like that. So if you guys don't want potential spoilers, because none of this is confirmed, but these are rumors, you know, coming from Dave Meltzer, who is one of the most reliable sources in the entire world for pro wrestling. So, it's fairly trustworthy stuff here. So, first let's get to the rumors part. Samoa Joe and Ty Dillinger being in the Rumble tonight. I personally think those are two extremely likely possibilities. Now, they showed Samoa Joe in the crowd last night at NXT TakeOver, which was pretty odd to me. I don't know what that was all about. Like, Joe could have just bought a ticket because he lives in Orlando. He owns some, like, restaurants and, like, businesses in Orlando. So, that might be, just him attending the event because he's not a part of it or whatever. Like, I believe that's the first time we've seen him on NXT since the steel cage loss to Shinsuke. So, it's kind of... it's just very interesting. Very, very interesting. Because we don't know what's going on with Samoa Joe. Though, again, it's assumed that he's going to be in the Rumble tonight. Now, some other rumored ones is Kurt Angle and, like, Rey Mysterio is a rumored one because he's not with Lucha Underground anymore. I strongly do not believe that Kurt Angle and Rey Mysterio will be in the Rumble. I think that's pretty damn far-fetched. People might argue with the fact that, you know, like, oh, Kurt Angle's gonna be in the Hall of Fame though. Yeah, but the thing is, it's all over social media and everything. So that's, you know, it's just weird. It's very weird. So I don't know. I don't think he'll be any part of it. Another rumor one, of course, is Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega is a huge one because he's not signed with anybody at the moment. But the thing is, right now he's in Chile, or at least he was yesterday. Now we had a similar situation. Again, my buddy pointed out to me that Luke Harper was in Peru and then appeared somewhere, I'm guessing in America, to help out Bray Wyatt one night. I think that was when Harper returned. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I remember it was Harper came and helped out Bray Wyatt one night, but the day before he was in Peru. So he somehow got there and performed in just one day's time. Maybe Kenny Omega will do the same? I have no idea. But also some things you might want to look out for is that John Cena last year, it was at the beginning of last year, it was like January, or maybe it was before then. It was before AJ Styles debuted. We got to see Cena post a picture on Instagram of AJ Styles. And then Styles debuted. I don't think that was a coincidence whatsoever. But then he ended up posting a picture of Kenny Omega too. So Kenny Omega could somehow miraculously debut tonight in the Rumble. I highly doubt it. I would love to see it though. Kenny Omega is probably another guy that would get pushed to the main roster immediately. You never know though. You never know. But you know, Ty Dillinger coming in at number 10, I think, is the strongest possibility out of any of them. There was also something about a rumor winning, like a huge favorite to win the Rumble tonight is Randy Orton. Now, I don't see that happening, because if Orton were to win, he'd probably either be facing, you know, like Roman Reigns, Kevin Owens, John Cena, or AJ Styles at Royal Rumble. Those would like be the only ones that they'd have Orton face. You know what? You know, it only makes sense. It'd be really cool. I think that'd be a really cool one. So I think it's possible if Owens wins tonight, which I doubt it. Though, again, real quick, the other two heavy favorites I saw tonight were John Cena and Kevin Owens to win. I was very surprised to see Kevin Owens as a favorite tonight. But yeah, Randy Orton versus AJ Styles I think would be awesome. I think that would be really cool. And then Orton versus Cena, we've seen that too many times already. Too many times. We can't do that anymore. But yeah, so let's go ahead and move on to the predictions. Those are all the rumors that I know about. There's also a rumor of Taker and Roman Reigns facing off at Mania, which I think is a terrible, terrible idea. But it's also like a good way to get Roman to be booked as a perfect heel, in all honesty, because people already hate him. And if he beats Taker at Mania, or just faces Taker at Mania in general, he's going to get an enormous amount of boos. Like, he's just going to get booed out of the building worse than Mania 32. But, yeah, alright, so let's move on to the predictions. On the kickoff show, I'm going in order of what I'm seeing. I don't know if that's the exact order of how it's going to go tonight. Sasha Banks versus Nia Jax. There's something interesting about this match. Not the match itself, though, the match placement. Because that was originally scheduled for the main card. But for some reason, they took it off the main card, put it on the pre-show to make room for something else. What that could be, I have absolutely no clue. I've been trying to think about, like, what could it be? I have no idea. I have no predictions onto what that could be. But, I expect it to be, something bigger. Something big. Maybe someone will return and have, like, a TV spot or something. Or, like, maybe The Rock will come out and be like, oh, I want to face some jabroni at WrestleMania or something. I have no idea. So with that set aside, my prediction for Nia Jax versus Sasha Banks, I think they're gonna have Nia Jax win. They're trying to make Nia Jax look unstoppable, basically. She ended up getting submitted by Becky Lynch back in the Survivor Series, and that's like her only known loss on the main roster, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly. She lost to NXT to Bayley once or twice, suffered a loss. And then, of course, you know, like I said, the Becky Lynch submission, but her team ended up winning anyway, so that technically she won the match, you know what I mean? But yeah, I think Nia Jax is gonna win. I think it's all about trying to push Nia Jax as a monster, as the Brock Lesnar of women, basically. I think that's what it's all about with her. So yeah, that's my prediction for that. And the other kickoff show match is the Club versus Cesaro and Sheamus for the tag titles. Now, I strongly question this for being on the pre-show. But now that I see that it's on the pre-show, I highly doubt they're going to have Cesaro and Sheamus keep the titles. I highly doubt that they're going to do it because the Club is long overdue for a title run. Long overdue. They're great in the ring and everything. They work great as a team. I really enjoy Carl Anderson on the mic. Not so much the Gallows on the mic, but I enjoy the team a lot, and they deserve a title run. They've almost been here a year, and they've never held the titles. They would have if Cesaro and Sheamus didn't get disqualified in that one match on Raw like 2 weeks ago or something like that. So I strongly think that the Club's going to win the title match, and then if they do win, you know, maybe Cesaro will have a chance at winning the Rumble. Highly doubt it, but I don't know. Triple H said that it's going in a direction that no one's expecting for the Rumble tonight, which got me very excited and confused. You know what I mean? So, ow, that kind of hurt. So the first match I'm seeing for the main show is Becky Lynch, Nikki Bella, and Naomi taking Alexa Bliss, Mickie James, and Natalya. That's a pretty big women's tag team match that I think will actually be pretty decent. They chose to take Carmella, not take her off, but they chose to not put Carmella on the show, and you know, it's whatever. I'm pretty sure like James Ellsworth's gonna compete in the Rumble tonight at some point. He'll come into the Rumble somewhere and probably just get thrown out by Goldberg or someone huge. I guarantee it's gonna be something like that. Maybe Braun will do it. I think that'd be pretty cool to have Ellsworth and Braun in the ring at the same time. This and her team's gonna win. I thought they were gonna have Bliss and Becky Lynch go one-on-one for the title again. I guess not. I'm thinking maybe on the Mickie James thing is a swerve. Like, she's not really like helping out Alexa. She's just trying to get Becky out of the picture, and then she'll take Alexa, like, I don't know, at the chamber or something. Maybe they'll even have a women's elimination chamber. That's a very strong possibility. The way they're treating women this year, this year and last year, they're really giving women more chances in special team type matches. So it's very, very possible to see a women's chamber match this year, which was announced by Shane McMahon. It will be a SmackDown pay-per-view. So yeah, I think Bliss's team will end up winning. Bliss, James, you got to make the champion look good, and then you also got to make specifically Mickie James look good because she just returned. Unless they end up wanting to have like Becky Lynch or Nikki like eliminate Natalya or something like that, and they'll win the match. That could very well happen, but I'm going with Team Bliss on that one. Then you got a match that I'm really looking forward to: Rich Swann versus Neville for the Cruiserweight title. I think they have to have Neville win. They have to have Neville look like the most dominant Cruiserweight in the world. That's what they should be doing. They should make Neville be the king of the Cruiserweights, like legit be the king of the Cruiserweights. He's got to dominate and look unbeatable for a while. That's my personal opinion. I like Rich Swann a lot, but I think Neville should be champion for a good while in the Cruiserweight division. Now, right after that, at least according to this list, Charlotte versus Bayley for the Women's Championship of Raw. I really think that Bayley could do it. I think she's going to break the pay-per-view streak for Charlotte. They've been really hyping up the pay-per-view streak this past month. So I'm thinking that they're doing that to get us thinking like, yo, Charlotte's never lost a pay-per-view. It's not going to happen. And then boom. I think she's going to get that Bayley to belly, and that's going to be it. Styles versus Cena. I hate to say it, though I've been a John Cena fan since I started watching wrestling. I grew up as part of the Chain Gang. I was all about John Cena as a little kid. But, you know, John Cena's going to win. It's going to happen. There's a big reason that's going to happen, and that's because a huge rumor about AJ Styles is that he's going to lose to John Cena at the Rumble. He's going to keep losing, just constantly lose, and he's going to go insane and attack Shane McMahon, and then he's going to face Shane McMahon at Mania. That's a big rumor on AJ Styles. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I still think Cena's going to win. Cena's going to want to break the record, and then he's going to lose the title probably to AJ at Elimination Chamber. Though AJ has protested the Elimination Chamber match, so maybe AJ won't even compete in the Chamber at all. I don't know yet. But either way, I think Cena's going to win tonight, because he hasn't beaten Styles before. We got Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens for the Universal Championship, and no disqualification match with Chris Jericho hanging above the Rumble in a shark cage. I think Roman's going to do it. Sadly, it pains me because I don't hate Roman anymore, but he's still being shoved down our throats. That's what I don't like about it. Roman was okay as U.S. champ, but then he got into the thing where, okay, now I'm going to fight for the Universal title. I was like, no, just keep him as Universal champ. He was doing okay there. Now they got to ruin it and try to have him go for the Universal title. I really don't like that, but I don't know. I think Roman's going to do it, and then they're probably going to have Roman headline Mania again, unless they have Cena headline Mania this time, which is better than Kevin Owens is a heavy favorite going into the match for some reason now. Maybe because it's no disqualification. I still think Roman's going to pull it off, though, sadly. Now the 30-man Royal Rumble. This, I don't actually have a prediction for this. One rumor I forgot to mention, Miz might come out to Daniel Bryan's theme song. That's a big rumor. Like, he'll come out to Daniel Bryan's theme song, get the crowd extremely hyped, and then it'll change to his theme song, and he'll come out and start laughing or whatever. Like, I think that would be awesome. And that's another rumor I heard, is that The Miz will face Shane McMahon because Daniel can't wrestle. Shane will represent Daniel and face Miz at Mania. I think that's a pretty decent idea. I enjoy Shane McMahon wrestling. He's always been a great wrestler and doesn't give a shit. He jumped off the cell at Mania. Dude's 50 years old or some shit. He's old. He's older. Maybe not 50, because he actually doesn't look too old, even with the gray hair. Might be like 40, 45, something. But yeah, I don't have a legitimate prediction for the Rumble. I have been saying for the past 2 months that I think Sami might win it, just because I want it to happen. I would love to see Sami Zayn get a world title shot in the main event of WrestleMania against Kevin Owens. I think that would be absolutely spectacular. Yes, they fought plenty of times, you know, like in NXT and the main roster as well. But they always put on great matches, especially at pay-per-views. One of the best matches of the year was those two at Battleground, which was the last time they faced at a pay-per-view. They have faced on Raw since then, but I think that would be an awesome main event to WrestleMania. Whether people realize it or not, I think it really would be. So I'm just going to go ahead and say my prediction is Sami Zayn. Though I don't have a legitimate prediction, I'm just going to go with that one as my prediction. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you hit that like button. Also comment. Let me know what you think about all these rumors I've stated, about all of my predictions. Let me know what your predictions are for either every match or just specific matches that you guys have predictions for that you want to share your mind about. Again, let me know in the comments. And, of course, subscribe. Make sure you don't forget to do that. And I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.